Hi, Ravi. Thank you so much for joining us on Blitz Business. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much, Ashish. Thanks for calling me.
Let's get started. So, Ravi, before we begin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm a second generation entrepreneur. I'm a menswear designer myself. So, I have a store in New Friends Colony, South Delhi, by the name of Gargee Designers. So, it was started by my dad in 1980, and it's a legacy store, and I'm running it right now.
Wow. So, Ravi, in terms of help us understand how does this particular business operate? You customize, you what are your strengths, pillars? Like, tell us a little bit more about it.
Sure. So we make custom clothing for men basically. So we do formal wear also. We do wedding wear also. So people who are looking, especially for grooms, we people who are looking for wedding wear stuff like sherwanis and for multiple functions, we do customized clothing for them. And we also do formal wear. For example, if you like, if people are looking for jackets or suits or shirts or trousers, so we have fabric in house from Indian brands as well as international brands, and they pick and select the fabric, then we measure them, and then we customize them in their sizes basically.
And how is the current demand uh, for uh, for your clothing? How is the market looking right
So it's been amazing to see the response. In fact, it's increasing day by day because as the international brands are coming in India also, there's a lot of exposure to fashion in terms of men's. If you see 10 years back down the line, people, especially men, were not so aware of fashion. But due to some international brands of exposure and people traveling abroad also, uh, now the fashion scene currently in terms of menswear is quite in rage. And I would say, especially the custom clothing, people are going for custom solutions because now they are looking for something which is personalized to them, something which is unique to them, something in which they can incorporate their own details basically. And that's the most fun part about it, that you each piece is separate from each other.
So, what's the reason, Ravi, for this customization thing coming in more lately, or what is the reason for such sort of demand?
So, if you would say, especially Indian figure sizes, if you see, they are not so normal. If they go and buy ready-made suits, mostly they find problems. The sleeve length is either longer, the shoulders are a little bigger, either the lengths are shorter or bigger, so they don't, fit snugly and snugly to them basically, and they don't feel comfortable every day wearing a suit. So our task here becomes, whenever a person is buying a suit, it must be customized to his body size so that he feels comfortable wearing it every day.
And this entire piece of, let's say, for example, suits, isn't it such a competitive space? There are so many players offering customization. Like, how does someone differentiate in this product in this space?
Yeah, you are right. There are many tailors who are into this field. And I'm proud to say that we are among the top 100 tailors in India. So recently we've been also a part of MTA. So it's called Master Tailors Association, where the top tailors of India are the part of association. Also, last year we've been to Italy, so it was we represented India. We It's like a World Cup for tailors for which happens twice an year. So it's called WFMT, World Federation of Master Tailors. So we were honored to be a part of that also. So my father has been a strong pillar in terms of quality, in terms of the construction, in terms of the patterns, in terms of the fabric quality also. So constantly we do R&D constantly. So when after our visit from Italy, we imported 5 machines. Now we have a state of the art machinery for just suit making, and I can proudly say, we are among the top 5 in Delhi who is making a suit like this. You will not find a suit like this.
Yeah, tell me, Ravi, more about this World Cup of tailors. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Like, what do you guys
Yes.
like do there, and
S-
what's the
s-
agenda looks like?
so the common agenda on the World Forum is that tailors come together. All the tailors participate and they showcase the live tailoring in front of us, basically. So last time when I visited Italy, so 39 countries participated, and all the top tailors who participated performed in front of us actually, and we could actually see the techniques and the construction and what kind of materials they use, how they stitch, what is the it's a different technique altogether, country wise, and we get to learn a lot. So when you see all the top tailors stitching in front of you, performing in front of you, and using the material the way we have not dealt with before, so it's quite interesting to see, and we learn a lot on these forums. Also, in some countries, uh, tailoring, being a tailor is not also like an elite job, so it was, and new tailors are not, if you see, एक टेलर अपने बेटे को टेलर नहीं बनाना चाहता. It's not seen as a tailor's job. It's not seen as an elite job, white collar job, basically. In India, especially. In some countries, it is so, but in most of the countries, it is not so. So the ultimate agenda was to not let this tailoring get extinct. We have to train more tailors. We have to train more people so that they can make this skill and give this, pass on the skill to generations, so that especially as India, as Association of India, we look forward that India becomes the hub where people come to India, especially for tailoring, basically. So that's why we were also part of this association, so that we can see a larger picture than what other people are seeing.
Ravi, you need to check the connection because it's breaking a lot.
It's breaking.
Yeah, if by any chance there is a different connection. So then moving on, Ravi. So in this space, who are known as the best tailors? Italians, I assume, if they are hosting the.
Yes. Yeah. So Italians have been into this field for a long time. If you see, Italian fabrics are the most premium fabrics available to the mankind right now. We got this opportunity and honor to visit those mills where the fabric was produced, and we could actually see 300, 400-year old legacy mills, how they produce the fabric, and what is the culture like. They hand sew each and every suit completely hand sewn. So that's the culture there, and that has been embedded in their DNA for a long period of time now. So I would say the Italians have been the best, but learning from the best and adapting according to them would be our win. In India, especially, we are now, as an association, very open to learning different techniques from different countries. And here in India, we would want this culture to progress, the tailoring culture, basically.
So when you say they sew everything by hand, so compared to India, like help us understand. So what's the difference in India? It's not completely done that way. It's part
Yeah.
and
So
part.
base. Um. So in ancient India, or you can say not really ancient, it was back in 80s or 90s, you would say. So the suits were actually hand sewn in India also. But slowly, due to industrial revolution, due to machines coming in, slowly that art diminished actually. And the so-called those skilled tailors actually are now not available, or are also available. If they are available, then they are available in very scarcity. They're not so many tailors who can do hand done stuff. But because due to industrial revolution, it really impacted India, and a lot of people shifted to machines. Mostly 99%, in fact 99.9% of the suits in India are mostly machine stitched and machine fused, basically.
And so Isn't that a good thing? Like, for example, if you can get the scale, accuracy, speed. So what's like, what does the hand do which machine cannot do?
So basically, that's the difference between the custom tailoring and the bespoke tailoring, basically. So, what a bespoke tailoring requires is, though custom tailoring is, it's faster, it's less time consuming, but the bespoke tailor suit, when it fits your body, it's like an investment in gold, basically, you can say.
Really?
So, yes, in fact, if you see this kind of craftsmanship, it's like spending on a world class painting, or it's also like a spending on a world class art, basically, because if you see that suit, it fits you so nicely, it makes you feel so comfortable, it is so lightweight every day that you feel effortless, and you feel like it has taken your shape of the body. Whereas in custom tailored suits, especially, which are few suits, so those suits are like made by machines, and not actually really made for humans, you can say. But it is like it is mass production based, and it is also technically speaking, it is more for the masses, basically, especially if you see brands like Marks and Spencers, or brands like Louis Phillips. They have few suits in the stores, because it's mass produced and it's easy to produce, basically.
And what about those suits, Ravi? I remember getting some, I think near your place itself, wherein they are they put on your body and they sort of take measurement. Like it's an open suit, or I don't know. It's like open, like from every angle. Like they put it on, but then they stitch it. I don't know what is it called. Like it's not.
So I'll
I
tell
don't
you.
know.
So there's a different term for it. It's called made to measure. So what happens in made to measure is, generally, we have sample sizes of jackets or suits, basically. They make you try the suit. They have already sizes in 40, 42, 44, 38. So whatever closest your sizes, they'll make you try that size, and they'll mark on the same suit,
Yes.
basically. And after marking on the same suit, they'll create another piece for you in the fabric you have selected, so that it fits nicely again. So it's actually different from custom tailoring. It is made to measure, basically. So what Raymond came with this idea. uh, it was that was the first brand, actually, who came with the made to measure concept, and they kept sample sizes in the store, so that once you go there, you try the size, whatever fits closely to you, they'll just mark it on that, and they'll take further from that.
So let me ask you one interesting question, Ravi. So in this space, which is the best suit known to mankind? Like no budget constraint, nothing. Like nothing. The best suit ever known to mankind, like A plus, gold, platinum category. I don't know. The best. Just tell me that. What's that? And
So see, as if you've heard of Savile Row tailoring. So Savile Row is a street on in London, basically, where the top tailors of the world sit, basically. And there are a lot of tailors who do like hand sewn suits only. The fabric from the top class mills like Zenya, Cheruti, and Dormil. We also keep that, basically. So though they use the top class fabric, they use those handmade techniques to stitch the suit. But what is the main difference between that is, they give you 3 to 4 trials before they give you the final suit. So what happens is, when they give you 3 to 4 trials, it is like more and more contoured and more shaped according to your body. And when you actually get the final suit, just like the James Bond suit, basically, so when you actually wear it, it just fits you, and you can actually move, like, if you want to do a marathon, you can actually do a marathon, and you'll feel so comfortable in the suit.
really, wow.
Yeah.
And what's the price point? We are looking at this sort of best to best fabric, best of the tailors. 30,000 pounds, 50, 100,000. What is the
So
number?
it would somewhere start from like 5 lakh in Indian currency, and goes up till maybe 50 lakhs.
And I thought the fabric will be like India is known for fabric and all. So I thought the fabric will be from like or but these names you said I have never heard these fabrics.
Yeah, so India is trying. So Raymond recently have also launched its fabric, which is actually made in Italy. And made in Italy fabrics are the most premium fabrics, I can say, because I have seen their mills. So the mills are actually placed under a mountain, so the water of the mountain is actually nourishing the fiber of the fabric there.
What?
Yes, so it's so natural that fabrics coming from Italy are so superior and so lustrous and so, you can say, fine, that the only nat so the nature is also a big part in getting the fabric to this level.
Ravi, you're opening a completely different world for me. It's like the fabric under a mountain, like they are doing so much. That's just crazy.
So the mills are basically in Biela. It's a countryside, it's a mountainous region, and the water actually is coming right from the mountain. The fiber is actually processed through those that water, and that water actually plays a very important role in the making of the fabric.
So what I can now understand in this space is tailors are important, fabric is important. Anything else which makes the secret sauce so valuable like this?
100%. So the raw material which goes into it is also very important. So like the linings is inside, the paddings inside, the what kind of thread you use to stitch the suit, basically, that is also very important, because ultimately the reinforcements, the suit will be given a structure by the help of a raw material, basically. So when the raw material also is in level of what fabric you choose, then it makes sense, the suit will actually fall nicely on your body. So the raw materials like paddings inside the front chest pieces. So front chest piece is also called a horse bukram, by the way. So it is procured from the horse hair, basically.
Oh
And
wow.
so the chest piece of the suit, basically. So sometimes lot of people, when they call it's a canvas suit, it's a half canvas suit, they hand stitch that horse piece in front of the suit inside, so that it takes the shape of the body, basically.
So then I'm speechless. So then, Ravi, in terms of technology, so let me put it in a different context. So in technology, like everywhere technology is playing a role. At this space I look, it's more very traditional, hands-on. So
Yes.
is technology also playing a role in this space, like transforming in certain fashion, apart from that scale in terms of
See,
uh,
technology can help, but it cannot replace a human being, and it actually cannot replace a stitch which is done by a human being, actually. So I would say technology in a lot of ways are helping. It will help. It is our, you can say, if the tailors are not born anymore, then the technology will play an important role for creating such fabrics as well as such suits. But if the tailors are born, this skill, so-called skill, the handmade suits, will remain there, and technology will be kept aside, I feel.
So, Ravi, then, as being a second generation entrepreneur of this business, what is the milestone of, or what do you plan to achieve? Like, what are the things you're looking forward to, like, achieve, aim, scale, open more stores, add new variety? I don't know. Like, what are your milestones you're looking for?
See, like I always say, I myself say, I design success one suit at a time. So it's when I say this, I mean it, because it's like, I help dress people with confidence. I see myself in this space, making change, bringing changes in people's life. I want to help as many as people as possible to dress well. I want to bring this culture to India so that India can stand proudly in front of other countries that we are one of the best. We have one of the best tailors in India, and people should actually come to India to buy suits basically. So that is my ultimate vision for my brand. Also, I would love that this kind of culture of helping, this kind of strong culture of helping the clients, helping people around, is imbibed in my team. I would say I want to see my future as a very strong team, as a very strong ethics team. We want to definitely open up more stores. I want to definitely help more and more entrepreneurs, more and more businessmen dress well every day. So I have seen, it's also a part of my mission that I want to, every year I want to dress more than 5,000 entrepreneurs. So every year I have dealt with a lot of entrepreneurs. I have seen this. They face a lot of problems because they do not know how to dress well. The awareness level is so low that I really feel that that they need that helping hand right now. And one more thing I want to point out is, every day, even any entrepreneur or anybody, whether it's a man or a woman, they open their cupboard, they see what to wear, and they are still confused what to wear. And most of the times what happens so is they pick up only 20% of their wardrobe, 80% of their wardrobe is not used. So my intention is to make it sustainable basically. I want that their 100% wardrobe should be sustainable, should be usable. And hence we give them ideas as to how, what to wear with what. We suggest them, if you have a pair of trousers like beige, then you can pair your shirts or blazers like these, so that it becomes sustainable. They have more ideas. We like to create style guides for them basically. So that is my intention from my brand basically.
One comment I can make on behalf of entrepreneur is कि उनको ड्रेस वेल करना is a very tricky road, and जो आपको मिलेंगे वो आपको फिर सीरीज सी या डी राउंड जिसने कर दिया होगा तब वो जाके थोड़ा ड्रेस वेल मे बी, वरना they go in totally opposite direction like all my friends. It's very hard. Otherwise, it's like a t-shirt and jeans culture, right?
I know it is. I have seen people. So I have seen also people, people giving presentation in t-shirts and people giving presentation in suits. So that's the difference it makes. People take you seriously. People see that you are, dedicated to one thing. For example, even your dressing, then you must be dedicated to your work. You must be doing things well with others in other directions also. So I feel, this is first thing where you can make a first impression, and this is the most important thing for especially men to dress well.
But Ravi, there is another angle to it, right? I mean, अगर if I'm an investor looking at a company or whatever it is, right? So it's like, यार इतना आदमी है focus अपने कपड़े के बारे में भी नहीं सोचता. He just thinks about the problem statement. He's just building so much into it. The rest is just
See, it is there. See, the problems will remain. It won't go. But the way you present yourself, half the problems are gone. So I have seen myself, when I walk in store, the day I'm wearing good stuff, people would want to take advice from me. They would want design advice, they would want what should I wear advice basically. And they would take me so seriously that they would want what I am wearing basically. So vice versa, if I'm not wearing something, I'm wearing casual, I'm wearing a Zara t-shirt or a Uniqlo t-shirt and a denim, then people would be like, okay, can you help us? They are not so sure that if I can help them basically. It's not only in my stream. If you go in corporates also, a lot of people, just because why they want the suit culture to go on, is because people take them seriously while they give their presentations, while they crack the deals basically. They have to be taken seriously, that they are making some sense basically. So it starts from first impression. If your first impression is great, then I feel everything else gets aligned, when you speak.
I should have worn a suit today, I guess. Little too late for that, but I would not be able to compete. So it's good. Yeah.
It's not actually about competing. It's actually being dressed well. At the same time, you're feeling comfortable and effortless. It should not be a burden on you to dress well, basically. Likewise, so when I dress every day, it's not a burden for me, wearing a tie or a jacket or something. It's not a burden for me. It's like, so effortless because my jackets fit me so well that I don't feel, I'm wearing a suit. I feel like I'm wearing just another layer over it. So so it acts as a very good workwear also every day.
So do you stitch your own suit, Ravi?
So I have learned this art, but I do not do it myself. I have studied fashion from Pearl Academy of Fashion. In 2004 2008, I completed my degree in fashion, and post that I did a 4-year job also. So out of which 1 year I spent with Karan Johar. So Karan Johar launched his menswear label then in 2009 with Varun Bhel. So I and one other of my colleague, we were the two wholesale menswear designers who were working for Karan Johar then. And we got this opportunity to design for all the men celebrities in Bollywood, and we did a show which was also very successful. After doing work for Karan Johar, I joined Diwan Sahib. That's also a retail brand based in Delhi, and I got the experience from there. Uh, in 2012, I joined my dad. So I'll tell you a small story here. So this was actually very interesting. My dad was always used to think, he's a designer. He will not know the technicalities and what goes behind the scenes. So it's his life is more glamorous, and he would not know how to make a piece which would actually sell. So he gave me a small space in his store. When I joined him, he was like, okay, you try and let's see what happens. So I made a collection of like 15, 20 pieces and I hung it. And slowly, gradually, because dad already had clientele for basics, I designed more designer wear stuff there. So I kept my designer wear 15 to 20 pieces in somewhere in the small corner of the store. And slowly, gradually, always, when the client entered, I always tried to show them the designs, and they quite liked it. So gradually, my graph actually went. So he gave me, so out of 6 shops, he gave me one shop basically to display. So gradually, within a span of 2 years, actually, my shop was earning more than his 5 shops.
Wow.
So that was when he thought कि यार ठीक है ये मतलब the man has something in him, and let's give him more space. And that's when he decided he'll give me the complete first floor of the stores, and that now the first floor is actually dedicated to all designer wear right now.
That's amazing. And then Ravi, so and just to circle back, how was your experience working with Karan Johar? Any story from that?
See, it was see, I never expected after doing my design that I would be working for celebs. But so it was a project which was, close to my heart because I could actually experiment with a lot of fabrics, with a lot of techniques, with a lot of construction. And I could actually make celebs wear them. And that was kind of a dream project for me also. I've been so grateful to God that I have been given so many opportunities in life, working with Karan, working with brands like Divan Sahib and Shahi Exports, being in Pearl Academy with so many creative minds around that, so I have been grateful in this whole journey. Although during my college journey, I have also represented India at three more places. I have presented my collection at London Fashion Week. I have also presented my collection at Shanghai Fashion Week. And I have also presented my collection at World of Wearable Art in New Zealand, which is one of the most prestigious events which happens around the world.
Wonderful. Well, it's such a fascinating space. Thank you for sharing such refreshing views and what's happening. I mean, it's a completely whole new different world. We keep our guest has been mostly technology. Someone is selling some product, So it's a different space altogether, and a lot to learn. There are many experts. Thank you so much, Ravi, for your time. And any sort of advice to upcoming tailors who wants to enter this space?
See, I would see a lot of actually tailors are not into coming in this field. Considering India, considering in India, this is not considered as an elite job. I would request all the tailors, uh, especially the designers, that they give chance to the tailors and they keep this handmade suit, which has been an integral part of Indian culture, alive. And I would also like to suggest new upcoming designers um, who are passing fashion colleges. I would like to tell them that, be knowledgeable about the techniques, because the basics are the techniques, and rest design comes later on, so you have a strong knowledge of basics first. How What is the construction of a shirt and a suit and a trouser, and vice versa in women's wear. So, and then move on to the design. Once their basic is sorted, then the design will definitely look amazing. But if the basic is not sorted, whatever they design may not look or fit so well on the body of the client, basically.
Wonderful. Great advice, Ravi. Thank you so much for your time. It was such a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Ashish. Thank you so much.